Hello everybody, welcome to the Mecca. I am Mecca. If you're new here, welcome to it. Welcome to the team. First, I want to give a really quick shout out to one of my friends, Idalis Rideout. She's also a fellow YouTuber. Since I've been doing like a lot of reviews and stuff lately, she gave me the idea to call the reviews and stuff that I do Mecca Marathons. So welcome to today's Mecca Marathon, and today's subject is Bridgerton on Netflix. Also, for those of you who don't know, I live in Brooklyn, New York. I also live with 4 other roommates. You probably will be hearing noises in the background. Somebody's out there drilling right now. I don't know why. Sorry also for the lighting. It's a very gloomy day. I don't know why I always pick like the gloomiest days to do this, but whatever, just please ignore that. So I'll be putting each character in 2 separate categories, which is the best category and the worst category. Fair warning, you will definitely be hearing me say that some of these characters are going to hell. Definitely not as much as my last video on Tiny Pretty Things, but some of these characters is definitely going to hell. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's talk about it right now, y'all. Let's talk about it. So first up, we have Violet Bridgerton, which is, you know, the mother of the Bridgertons. First of all, she got 8 kids. Like, her and Papa Bridgerton was really getting it in, but that's besides the point. I just want to say, like, I loved how she handled that shit, you know, that situation with that nasty man. What's his name? Lord Nigel Burbrook, whatever how you say his name. By the way, worst character. He going to hell. He's disgusting. He can rot ill. But like I was saying, I love how she handled that, because her son was not handling it at all. Like, she found out the tea on that man. She found out he got an illegitimate son. She was like, all right, cool. We got the tea. Now we just got to spread the tea around. We got to pour the tea in everybody's glasses. And that's exactly what she did. Like, shout out to the mom. The moms get shit done. I don't know why she's not really allowed to, like, I mean, I guess she is, but the son, you know, since the father, you know, passed away, he now has to take that responsibility. But obviously Anthony ain't know what the hell he was doing. So mama had to come in and you know, do her shit. And I like how she was like, you know, you don't have to take care of these things no more. I'm perfectly capable of, you know, running this. And I was like, yes, mom. Yes, you are. But I will say, I understand that it's, I guess, like, you know, improper in that time period to discuss such things. But I'm sorry, if you know your daughter is about to get married, you need to tell her what's gonna go down in the bedroom on the honeymoon night. You need to let her know what to expect. I was really surprised that Daphne didn't know anything. Like, anything. She didn't know anything. So I was like, Mom, you fumbled right there. I'm sorry, but you fumbled. Like, I understand, like I said, you know, that I guess that's things that they did not talk about with each other, but like, you don't have to go that deep into it, but just be like, you know, daughter, it may hurt a little bit at first, or it may not be everything you're dreaming. At least tell her the mechanics of it. She didn't know nothing. She probably didn't even know what a penis was. But overall, I think I like her as a mother. I like how she was very adamant on wanting Daphne to marry for love. You could tell she was rooting for the Duke. Like, she was rooting for him. I was rooting for him too. It's interesting that she, you know, wanted Daphne to really marry for love, but when it came to Anthony, you could tell she was like, you need to stop messing with that little opera girl, because we know you're doing it. You need to, you know, get on your job and worry about what you're supposed to be doing, the right thing and all that stuff. I thought that was interesting to kind of put that pressure on him. And then with Eloise, she kind of put a little bit of pressure on her, but it seemed like towards the end she was giving Eloise that space, and she was like, if you're not ready to go into this season yet, you know, you don't have to this year. She got really patient with Eloise, which was nice. I also really loved her friendship with Lady Danbury. Like, that was cute when he was like, ooh, let's set them up together. Like, that was really cute. But I'm gonna go ahead and put Miss Bridgerton in the best character category. Next, we have Anthony Bridgerton, which is her son. Now, it's crazy because I started out really liking him. I was like, okay, he's like the bad boy son, you know, he's like the bad boy who who's just, you know, being a bad boy and doing his thing, don't want to be tied down, but then he'll probably fall in love with some girl and then he'll be faithful and get. I was way off. I was way off. At first, when, you know, he's being protective of Daphne, I was like, oh, he's being like, you know, the protective older brother, making sure that she's not getting with no scrub, making sure that she's picking the best guy for her. But then, like, he was really blocking, like, he was really cock blocking. And it was to the point where I was like, what is this? Like, okay, I have to ask, did anybody get, like, I don't want to say it because it's nasty, but did anybody get, like, vibes? Because I was like, why are you blocking so much? Like, any guy that will come her way, he'd be like, no, he's this, no, he's that, I don't like him, I don't like that, you don't need to be with him, you can't be with him, da 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 da. I was like, this is weird. Like, why don't you, it's like you don't want your sister with anyone. You want her to be like alone. You only want her for yourself. That's what I was getting at first. And then it only got worse when that nasty man Nigel came in the picture. And then he was cool with him, with her marrying him. And I'm like, okay, so you're cool with her getting with this old, ugly, crusty man, but not like, you know, a young, eligible, nice looking man. Like, that's weird to me. I hated how, like, he did not listen to Daphne at all. Like, he was high-key very misogynistic. How you not gonna listen to your own sister in what she wants? But then when a man tells you he dishonored her and blah, 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 when the Duke told him that, then he wanna listen. How much you wanna bet? Daphne was right. If I would have told you that, would you have believed me? No, he probably would have. He probably would have been like, oh, you're just saying this so you don't have to marry him and blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. If I tell you I don't want to marry somebody, I'm not doing it. It's like he was like really trying to force her to marry him. I did not like that. He was like, we're drawing out the papers, you're marrying him. Ew. Anthony, you're ugly. Ew. And then this whole mess with that girl Sienna, the opera singer. I'm sorry, I didn't really care about it really at first at all. I do feel bad because since he's the oldest, he kind of has to, you know, marry up. That's like his responsibility and like keep the family name like respected and stuff. So he can't really afford to, you know, mess that up and mess around and stuff. So I felt bad because, you know, he loved Sienna. He cared about her. But at the same time, I also didn't really care for their relationship because, I don't know, it was just like, okay, y'all be having sex, all right. What else is there? He cared about her a lot though. But I didn't like how he would like go back and forth with her. You either leave her alone or go all the way with her. That's it. And I will say about Sienna, I liked how she at the end finally was like, look, you need to let me go. This life that you want for us, that ain't me, and it ain't gonna work. So you need to let me be with this man who wants me to stay who I am, exactly as I am, is not trying to change me and not expecting all this stuff from me. Let me be with him, you let me go, and you live your life and do what you gotta do. I liked her for that. I didn't really care for her at first, but after she said that, I was like, okay. So Sienna, I'm real quick gonna put her in the best character category. And I hope Anthony leaves her alone. I really hope he does, because when he left from that porch and threw the flowers on the ground, didn't it look like he was gonna like do something crazy? I know at the end he was like, I just had to marry, I had to find someone to marry, and then he was like, I'm not worried about love no more, and blah, 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 blah. I hope he honestly does leave her alone. I feel bad for whoever's gonna have to marry him. That's just gonna sound like a sad life and a sad marriage. But who knows, maybe in season 2, like, he'll actually meet someone, you know, in his, on his level. I don't want to say on his level, but y'all know what I mean, like, on that level. And he actually will fall in love with them. Who knows? I mean, I wish him the best, but I'm gonna have to put him in the worst character category. Like, he did not turn out how I thought he was gonna be, like, at all. It was quite sickening how he turned out. So annoying, but yeah, worst character. Also, like, him trying to fight the Duke, that was just so extra to me. Like, that was really unnecessary. What was that for? Okay, you saw them kissing in the bushes. All right, you need to shoot him now. Like, you don't want him to be with her because you think he's a player and all this stuff. But he's like your best friend. So, I don't know. That was just weird to me. Next, we have Benedict Bridgerton, which is the brother of Anthony. I liked him. I wish we got to see like more of his story. That came a little bit late for me, but I like his story. I like that he's an artist. I like that he's kind of like the odd one out a little bit, like Eloise. He's an artist. That's cool. That guy, I do not remember his name. The artist that he was talking about his art with, when he first approached him, immediately I was like, oh, he gay. He gay. And I thought Benedict was gonna, you know, have a relationship with him, but that didn't end up happening. But I don't know. Benedict could be a little queer. We don't know. We have to wait for season 2. Him and the seamstress lady, you know, they got a little thing going on. They had a little threesome or whatever. You know, that was real interesting. I'm like, okay, Benedict, I see you. I see you. I need to see more of you in season 2, though. I would love to see it. But I love also how he's like Eloise's rock a little bit. Like, they're both kind of, you know, the outsiders in the group, in the family, and I think it's cute that they're always there. It was so cute when they be smoking on the swing together. Like, I was like, what y'all smoking, weed or a cigarette? Like, what is that? We love Benedict. We're gonna put him in the best character category. Next, we have Colin Bridgerton, which is another one of the brothers. I loved Colin. I loved him. Anybody else love him? Like, my love for him was solidified when he said to Marina, you know, if you would have just told me about your situation, I would have married you without a second thought. I was like, Marina, you fumbled. That's love right there. He really loved her. Don't really know why. I'll get to her. But like, he really loved her. Even when he first saw her, he's like, who is that? Wow. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. I loved his little friendship with Penelope. I'm not gonna lie, I shipped him and Penelope hard. Like, I was rooting for them, but I mean, you know, if it's not there, it's not there. But what a good man. Like, what a good man right there. I hope the best for him. I hope that he finds the love that he deserves. I hope that he does well on whatever tour that he's going on. I really hope that we see him in the second season. I don't know if we will, though, because the other sibling, Florence, I think her name is, came in. So I don't know if that's like a replacement or what. But I loved Colin. Like, we gonna put Colin in the best character category. This is a Colin Stan account, period. Next, we have Eloise Bridgerton. I really liked Eloise. I love that she was like the odd one a little bit. She wasn't interested in, you know, that high society life. She wasn't interested in, you know, courting or going into the season and stuff. That was nice. I will say her outfits were absolutely horrendous, terrible. Why is she dressing like a 2-year-old? What is this? I really loved her investment on trying to find out who what's her name? Miss Whistleton? I think that was her name. But trying to find out her identity, I thought that was a nice touch. But then I also liked that she wasn't trying to like expose her really, because when the queen was like, yeah, I want her to stop this and blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, you're trying to silence her. I'm not about that. I like that. I'm like, you know, that's nice. Like, she just want to know who she is so she can like help her out and warn her and stuff, that was nice. I think she's a wonderful friend to Penelope. I don't want her to go into the season, but in season 2, she probably will be. And I think that'll be really interesting to see, because she obviously doesn't want to, you know, court or anything like that. But that'd be interesting to see, because what if she actually does meet somebody? Or what if she like runs away? Because she don't want to be there anyway. So what if she like runs away or something? I don't know. But we love Eloise over here too. Eloise going into the best character category. Next, we have Penelope Featherington. I think that's how you say their last name. Nobody could tell me nothing about this girl, okay? I loved her in the beginning. I adored this girl. Like, every time she was on the screen, I was like, I love her. She's so adorable. Like, look at her dresses. Look at her hair. I love her. She's so innocent. She's so pure. Like, Her and Colin, I ship them. Give her everything she deserves in the world. Give her the world. Give her everything. Love her. It all went downhill the moment Marina and Colin started feeling each other. It just went, Anybody notice how like every single time Marina and Colin were like together looking at each other, like she would get heart palpitations. Like she started breathing hard as hell. Like I was like, damn, like she over here about to have a heart attack because of them. And you know what? She was on my list about who could be Lady Whistleton. I really hope I'm saying her name right. I think it is Whistleton. But she was on my list. She would go off a couple times, but she would go right back. And she was like the only one on my list. You want to know why? Because every time Eloise would like mention her or like be like, I think I know who it is, Penelope's face would be like, who do you think? Like she got so scared. And it's like she looked so panicked. And I'd be like, either she knows who it is or she is her. But then sometimes it would go away because I'm like, no, why would she be doing this? Why would she talk about her own family like this? But then it came back when the news about Marina being pregnant came out. I was like, oh, so either she told Lady Whistleton or she wrote that shit herself. And I knew she was going to do it. I was like, you don't want them to be together. I get it. You're gonna go and do that, which was not right. That was very wrong. But I still like her. Like, I don't know where to put her. Like, I loved her so much at first, so I want to put her in the best. But then, like, what she did to Marina was kind of messed up. But she did it because she loves Colin. And I do ship her and Colin. I don't know. And then she's Lady Whistleton. So she be, well, I don't know if she's for sure her. I'm pretty sure she is, though. I'm surprised they showed that, like, right away. I thought they were going to drag that out, you know, like Gossip Girl. But I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know for sure if she is her. But I think she is. Yeah, Lady Whistleton, you know, Gossip Girl. She be spreading all that tea, telling people's business stuff, talking about people all the time. That's kind of evil. So I want to put her in the worst. I don't know where to put Penelope, y'all. Like, let me think about all the bad things she did. Okay. She exposed Marina being pregnant. Okay, what else? And I know I'm going to forget a lot of things, guys, okay? I'm one person. I'm only human, okay? Like, my brain is only so big. I can't think of anything, like, bad that she did, really, besides that. It was really bad, though, her doing that. I don't know. I'm still going to put her in the best, I think. Yeah, I think I am. If you feel free to disagree with me, y'all. Feel free, but I think I'm going to put her there. Next, we have Portia Featherington, which is the mother. And then we have the two sisters, Philippa and Prudence. I just felt very, like, pitiful for them. I feel like they're all kind of, like, desperate. And I get it because, you know, they want to be, like, respected and in this high society and things like that. And then the girls, like, they're just trying to get chose. They just trying to get chose out here. Like, they just trying to find love and happiness and just find somebody that wants them. So I just felt sad for them. I didn't hate them at all, to be honest. I was happy for Philippa. Don't she kind of look like Brittany Murphy to y'all? I was like, she kind of like Brittany Murphy. She cute. But I was happy for her. Finally, you know, a suitor coming for her, wanting her and not Marina. I was like, finally one of them getting, because they weren't bad to me. They weren't bad people. They were just, you know, desperate to be wanted. Portia was going to go on my worst character list because of what she did to Marina, forging that letter from George. That was so awful, so terrible to do. Like, what is wrong with you? Forging that letter was sick. Like you really, like, why would you make her believe that this man wants nothing to do with her or the child? Like, that's so sick to me. Ew. But in the end, I think she kind of redeemed herself a little bit for me, because the last thing that she said to Marina was, you know, you're very strong. What did she say? Did she say you're stronger than me or something? You're stronger than me. You'll do just fine. And I was kind of like, okay. It was like she did this to really, like, protect all of them. The things that she did it to protect all of them. Even from Marina too. She was like, look, nobody gonna want you if you pregnant. So you gotta marry somebody, hurry up and do with them, so they think that, you know, you're pregnant by them, and then you're safe. Her tactics were wrong, but I'm not gonna fault her for that. I think I'm gonna put all of them in the best character category. CRESSIDA. This girl was a bitch. Like, and I was here for the mean girl energy, but I don't know, like her, she be so stank sometimes. Like, girl, mind your business, worry about you. Sorry, the prince didn't want you, he wanted me. Sorry about it. She was desperate like the other girls, but like her desperation was more of like, I don't know, it was real different. It was more like evil. I don't know. I felt a little bit bad for her because, you know, she really wanted to get with the prince, but like he didn't want you. If he don't want you, you gotta move on. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't make a fool of yourself. You gotta move on. She got a nice bitch face though. Like, she got a nice bitch face. Like, I'm like, okay, come on with the bitch face. But she's still going in the worst character category for sure. Sorry, Cressida. Next, we have Marina Thompson. I'm not gonna lie, like, I wanted to see more from her. I wanted to see more about her and her story, but there really wasn't much. Like, that was a nice twist to see that, you know, she was pregnant, because they kept showing her in the sheets, and I'm like, why is she flipping out about the sheets? I don't get it. What's going on? Hers and Penelope's friendship was cute. I didn't like how, when she finally figured out that Penelope was in love with Colin, how she was like, oh, it's unrequited love. He does not want you, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, that was really mean. You didn't need to say that. Like, that's mean. Like, I'm not really going to fault her for trying to, like, she was just trying to survive. She was just trying, she didn't even want to, like, marry anybody. She kind of just wanted to just wait for George and stuff, but, like, she was just trying to survive. And I felt so bad because she must have felt so awful to drink that tea. She must have felt so awful to try and do that. I was like, I just knew. I was like, George is going to come and they're going to be okay and they're going to be happily ever after. And when she looked out the window and her face changed, I was like, yes, it's George. I knew it. But it was the brother. And then he told us that, you know, he died. I was so sad for her. But that letter that he left behind, that he was going to send to her, that was so sad. But she was happy to know that, like, he did love me, actually. He loved me. And he wanted to be with me and our baby. That was so sad. She didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that. And I want to say shout out to his brother for, you know, trying to do the right thing. He's like, look, my brother wouldn't want you to be out here unprotected, and I want to take care of you and make sure you're okay. But I also understand her not wanting to be with him, because at the time she thought the baby was gone. She was like, there's really no point in me marrying you. Like, I'm not with child. I can marry you to somebody else probably. But in the end, she still had the baby. So I understand why she went back to him, because nobody else would unfortunately want to be with her. So I understand her choice. And I think she made the right choice. I hope we see her more in season 2. I hope maybe their relationship, I don't know if they can actually form like a love-filled relationship. I don't know. Who knows? That's a little weird because she was in love with his brother George, but I don't know. Who knows? It's Bridgerton. They all crazy over there. We are going to put Marina in the best character category. Okay, sorry guys, I had to bring in a light because that lighting was looking terrible. This lighting is not looking much better, but it's better than what it was before. Next, we have Lord Featherington. Okay, from the jump, I was like, why is he so like absent? Why is he so quiet? Like, what has he got going over here? He's a terrible father. He's not there for any of them. This whole Marina situation, he just was doing nothing, adding nothing to the table, adding no solution to anything. I already felt like he was trash. After we found out that he spent all their money, he spent their daughter's dowries on gambling and all this other stupid stuff, I was like, oh, you're definitely trash. Like, what are you What is wrong with you? Like, you're really wildin'. Actually, no. I really said he was wildin' when he bet the deed to the house on the match with Will. I was like, oh, you really got a gambling problem, huh? You really got a problem. And then that sketchy deal that he did, he got caught up. Like I knew he was gonna got right caught up. And now look at him. He dead. And now look at him. His family unprotected, and they about to get kicked out, and they about to be broke and poor. And you know what I really, really hope does not happen? I really hope that Will and his family do not get involved at all. Like, I hope they don't somehow get wrapped up in those guys don't come after him either because he threw the fight. Like, I really hope so. But yeah, Lord Featherington, you really just, excuse my language, but you fucked your family. You really did. Like, now what's gonna happen to them? Whatever bad things happen to them is solely because of you. And now Miss Featherington has to deal with your dumbass. Now she has to deal with your repercussions. So for that, you are definitely going into the worst character category. Next, we have Will Mondrich. I loved him. I love him and his family. Like, they're so cute. When Simon got drunk and slept over their house and we saw their family and everything, I was like, oh, they're so cute. And I like Will. I like their family. He wants to provide for them and make sure that they're taken care of. For him, his family comes first, which is why he threw that fight. Like, he was like, look, I'm not trying to keep fighting forever. I can't fight forever. I want us to be set, you know? So I respect that. But I was just scared for him because I was like, that's kind of like risky, as we already saw what happened with Lord Featherington. I just really hope he doesn't get, you know, wrapped up in that situation. And I also really loved his and the Duke's friendship. I hope we see more of him in season 2, him and his family in season 2. That'd be really nice to see. I'm gonna put him in the best character category. Next, we have Lady Danbury. I really liked her. Like, first of all, her hair, laid. Not a single hair out of place. That thing was laid. I absolutely loved her relationship with Simon. Like, I'm sorry, that was basically his mother right there. When they went back to when he was a kid and showed how she would speak to him and how she basically took care of him, she had my utmost respect. She was like, I will teach you how to speak, okay? And you have to promise me that whatever she promised him, I don't remember. But that part was so beautiful. I think I teared up a little bit because that was so sad. We'll get to his stink-ass father. We'll get to him. But shout out to her for raising that man. And I will say, I think she did a pretty damn good job. I really do. That's a good woman right there. Her presence, when she told him, I had to make myself the scariest person in the room, I was like, ooh, you succeeded. Because every time, like, I would see her and she would step into a room, it's like she would just command it. You see Lady Danbury step in, everybody, come correct. I really loved her. I really loved her a lot. I loved how she would speak to him when he was acting dumb. She'd be like, foolish. I'm like, oh, that's your mom. That's your mother. But yeah, like, she really didn't have to take that responsibility of basically raising him, but she did because Simon's mother was her best friend. So I'm sure that she felt like she owed his mother to watch over him because, you know, his father surely ain't. So she had to take care of that job, and she did a good job. I really love Lady Danbury. She might be top 2. She might be top 2 too. I don't know. Top 2, is she not 2? I don't know, but we'll put her in the best character category for sure. Next, we got Lord Hastings' bitch ass. You know what? When he said to Lady Danbury, shut your bitch mouth, ooh, I wanted to jump in the TV and whoop his ass. Because who you think you talking to? Let me tell you something. This man, he's for sure going to hell. He's already in hell for sure, like, without a doubt. That man is not seeing heaven. You know how sick in the head you have to be to shun your child because they have a speech impediment. So he's dead to you because he has a speech impediment. You didn't want to be there for him and help him overcome it. And then when he did overcome it, oh my gosh, my son, my pride, you're going to take over the Hastings name and blah, blah, blah. What's wrong with you? What's not clicking? You're the idiot. I'm not going to lie, y'all, though. I could be going to hell for this, but I screamed when Simon, when he was little, when he was talking, trying to speak, and Lord Hastings was like, what is this? I'm sorry, hold on. He was like, what is this? Oh my God. He's an idiot. Like, it wasn't funny, but the way that he said it was funny, because I was like, oh my God, this man is evil. Like, that man is really evil. Oh my God. Honestly, like, I don't know what his father must have done the same to him. He had to have, because I don't see him coming from a loving home and then him turning out like that. That had to be like a passed down thing. So hopefully Simon will break that curse. But yeah, Lord Hastings, worst character easily. That man in hell. He in hell already. Next we have Simon Hastings. First of all, let me just say, that man fine as hell. That man was fine. Like, I seen him, I'm like, okay, this nigga fine as hell. Like, he fine. But here is my whole issue with him not wanting to marry and have children. All right. I understand that you made the vow to your father on his deathbed that the last name will not continue. He's the last heir. Okay, cool. Your dad is dead. He's dead. On his deathbed, those were the last words that you said to him. That was the last thing that he heard. So as far as he's concerned, the bloodline ended with you. That man is in hell. So he's not looking down and seeing, oh, he lied. He's having children. He's in hell. So he don't know what you're doing. So the fact that those were the last words that he heard, that's perfect, because that's now what he's going to think for eternity. It does not have to be true, though. Like, you told him that's it. It doesn't have to be true for you, though. That was my whole thing. I'm like, why do you have to keep that vow? Like, he's dead, you know, he's dead. The vow was really to yourself. You don't have to do that to yourself now. He's dead. I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of annoying. It just felt very annoying to me. Every time he'd be like, I can't marry you. I can't get married. I can't have kids. I just feel like that wasn't like a strong enough reason. Like, I get the reason. I don't know. Do y'all know what I mean? Like, how do I explain it? Like, Daphne made a really good point of telling him, like, look, you don't have to let him dictate your life anymore. You know what I mean? He doesn't get to do that. You get to do that. Only you get to choose. You get to choose. I'm happy she said that to him in the end. Woke him up. Because I'm like, why? Like, what's not clicking? He's dead. You don't have to prove anything to him anymore. He's gone. So don't deprive yourself of marriage and love and children because you're still trying to, like, stick it to him. He's dead. You know what I mean? Do y'all know what I mean? So that's really what got on my nerves about Simon. That just was, like, really irritating to me. I'm glad in the end that it clicked in his head. But yeah, all in all, though, I really liked him. I really loved him and Daphne together. Like, I really loved them together. So we're going to go ahead and put Simon's fine ass in the best character category. And last but certainly not least, we have Daphne. I really love Daphne. I feel like she went into the whole, like, season with open mind, open heart. Like, she wanted to fall in love. She wanted to find love. She went through it, though, with her brother and all this mess that happened. And I think she came out on top in the end. I really loved her relationship with the Duke. I love them together. Like, they're so cute. I love her energy. I feel like she's just a wonderful person inside and out. I will say, when she found out, you know, how babies are conceived, when she found out that the Duke wasn't really truthful in the marriage bed, as she said, I feel like she shouldn't have done what she did in the room. Y'all know what I mean? Like, when she was, you know, doing her thing, and he was like, wait, and she kept going. I feel like she shouldn't have done that. Like, here's my thing about both of them. They need to communicate better. The whole time, they just weren't really communicating. I'm like, just talk to each other. Ask him, why don't you want to have children? Or ask him, so what's this ailment as to why you can't have children? You tell her, I don't want to have children because I grew up like this and blah, 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 blah. Why wasn't nobody talking? Go to him and say, hey, I know how babies are conceived now. And I know what you're doing in the bed. I know what you're doing. Why are you doing that? Instead of, you know, him like, wait, and then you keep doing it, and then y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, they need to communicate better. I think in the end, they finally kind of got there a little bit, but like them, like, oh, I don't know if you love me in that way. Obviously, y'all both love each other. Stop playing around with the damn games. He got on my nerves sometimes too, when he would be like, one second they have sex and the other second, we can't do that anymore. I cannot do this with you. If you're with child, then I'll provide for you and it'll just be a marriage on paper. And I'm like, you're annoying. Y'all both annoying, but I love y'all together. You know what I mean? I think she will become a wonderful Duchess, sensational Duchess. I'm happy they got pregnant in the end. I love that speech that she gave him in the end in the garden at their ball about, you know, how I said earlier, you have the right to choose what you want to do with your life, you know, how you want to be, who you want to love, like what you want to do. Like, you have that choice. And how she was like, I love you, all of your flaws and all, like, I love all of you. And I guess he just really needed to hear that, because he never heard that when he was younger, I guess. So I guess he just really needed to hear that for him to just be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get married. I'm going to fall in love and I'm going to have children. Yes. And they have a baby. They have a baby son. That's so cute. I didn't think they were going to show that to us. I didn't think they would do a time jump like that, but they did, and that was really nice. I can't wait to see them in the second season and how they do and everything together in love and with the baby and stuff. Also, Daphne, she got that mean right hook. She got that mean hook, she said. But yeah, Daphne, she's just a wonderful, kind person. And I think that speaks volumes, especially with the environment that they are in. So Daphne, you are for sure going to go in the best character category. That was that for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so sorry about all the technical issues. I feel like there were a lot of things that I missed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm one person, okay? I'm one person. Let me know down below what you guys thought of my list. Did you agree? Did you disagree? I actually want to know, because certain characters, I'm like Penelope. I want to know what y'all thought about Penelope, and I really want to know what y'all thought about Anthony. If you guys want to check out my Tiny Pretty Things Netflix reaction and my Grand Army reaction, I'll link that down in the description box below for you guys. And yeah, let's have a discussion below, guys. Everybody be nice, okay? Don't be mean. I read all the comments. I comment back on everything. I really none of my friends have watched these shows yet, so I really look to y'all to really talk about these things, you know what I mean? Also, if you have any suggestions for any other shows that you want me to see, please also comment that down below, because I really don't know what everybody's watching right now. I know Sabrina came out, so I might have to, I haven't started Sabrina at all, so I might have to binge that next. But please give me some suggestions, give me some ideas. I need them because I'm real dry right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.